creating a world where language is no barrier. So one of the important work that TWB does is to avail important health information in a language that is understandable to the general population, to break that language barrier. Because we realize that a lot of health content in this country is in English. And statistically speaking, only 40% of this population is able to read and understand English. And even that 40%, when the health content is a little bit complicated, that statistic will go down as well. Yeah. So availing that information to people who would otherwise be in various health complications is very important. We envision to train so many translators who will go into the world and can volunteer as spontaneous translators whenever they are called upon. So we want to build the capacity among the population to be able to translate health information that would be useful to people who need it when they need it. We trained a group of youths who are jobless and were interested in language and health issues. So we've also trained community health workers, and this is where it is important to know. We trained a number of community health workers who are already working in health centers and health posts, but who are not having the skills to translate the document they needed to communicate to the people. And so now they have that particular skill and they are using it. A good example, another group of people we also trained were commercial sex workers from Kibera slum in Nairobi. We trained them because they have a lot of information in English, information about sexuality and what affects them, but it is in English. They can understand it, but the people they work with cannot understand it, and they need the information. So we train them on the translation skills to be able to translate this content to be useful to the people they work with in the slums. I have great messages for our donors and those who are still thinking to be our partners in this, that the need is huge. There is a huge translation need in this country. And for us to meet that need, we need to translate more translators. So that when we train them, they are not only going to train to translate information that will be useful to the people to save their lives, but also building capacity and employing them. They are able to use this skill to employ themselves. And unemployment is a huge problem in this country. If we can train one translator to save a life, to build a capacity in that translator, to be able to be useful to the community and earn a living, that is the best you can ever give to humanity. So I would appeal to our donors to continue helping us, donating to us to be able to build this particular capacity and to be able to continue the training so that we are able to build more translators in this country. I'm so grateful to them that are already donating to us. They are helping humanity, they are saving lives through donating their little or much that they are doing, and this is far-reaching. It's really far-reaching. And so from TWB Kenya, we're so grateful. We really have no sufficient words to say thank you to our donors. And those who are willing to partner with us, this is a good venture to save a life and save humanity.